Right here, you're looking at 2 new bus owners.
We're right on the inside right now of our brand new, well, new to us, school bus.
1997.
Yeah, 1997.
Tommy.
It's a 1997 Thomas. Yeah. That's so cool. So that's an air horn.
That's an air horn.
That'll be awesome.
There's the horn. It's loud. So when we're sitting, idling, you know, somewhere running like that, turn it on.
Okay.
You know, get it on and let it sit right there. It's happy right there. Headlights, wipers.
Okay.
High beams are right here.
Okay.
Just
normal toggle.
Yep. This is. So here, watch that.
Watch behind you.
So that's the relief. So if you want to release this door manually and just push it open, just right there.
Okay.
Otherwise, down, you know, is back in normal operation. It's just now we're back to here.
Okay.
The buzzers. I don't know if I disconnected them in here. So
okay.
One here. One here. This hatch. I'm gonna shut this and get that kind of
So you just muscle it.
So this is the same thing. So when you're, you know, let's say this is popped open. We're gonna pop it open. So all you gotta do here is just get it lined back up in here, and then just kind of support that back right there and lock it in there like that. And then you can sit here and shut this thing.
Okay.
You can drive like this.
Okay. And leave it in the latched position?
Yeah, and lock. Leave it locked and latched like that.
Okay. So what is one turn? What?
That's to release it. So one turn like that and push would be to open this up.
Okay.
So the entry to the roof. Here, we'll look at this one. So same thing here. Same thing there. So if you're hearing that noise, this thing's got nice hatches in it too, so it's good. So, you know, to the roof.
Okay.
So, you know, same thing here, just right back, and just, you know, you want to grab that thing from the back and kind of support it and lock it, latch it. And you just, you rock it like this to really get them down in there.
Okay.
Like I said, you can still, you know.
Side door.
The side door is pretty easy because, you know, you have that bracket there, so you could probably even take a
cotter pin?
Yeah, drill a hole straight through it. I would drill a hole straight through that. You could even take I don't know, I don't have the right word in my mind for it. What are them things they call? I want to say binder. I don't want to know it.
It's got a cotter pin with
you know the thing you use on the rope with the hook?
A carabiner.
Yeah, carabiner. Just throw a carabiner through it. You know?
We have carabiners.
Yeah, where you take it like this and just go take the carabiner and drop it, you know, in there, and then just come in here and pull it and hook it like that.
Cool.
Great idea.
That will end it, you know, and it's cool because the carabiner will hang in there too when you're not using it. Yeah. So it's got to be running. So it's pretty hard to see, and usually, like when you're checking this tranny, I'm going to look at both sides. But I mean, it is right here. It's pretty hard to see that sometimes, you know. Sometimes I'll come back on this end and it's much more visible. And I kind of made some of this roll up. But this little distance right in here to here, and that's a, you know, it's a small amount of distance. I'm going to wipe that off. But if you're below this checkered pattern here, say here to here, it's almost like a half a gallon of fluid.
Okay.
So because this takes about 5 gallons in the pan itself, and then whatever's in the lines and in the cooler, so you know, I'll end up adding a half a gallon to this. Nice thing about this is clean. I'm going to hit this one time before you leave. Okay. So I'll kind of just power wash a bunch of this off. Make sure everything looks good in here.
When power washing, what should you not power wash? So is everything good?
So you can power wash everything, but your computer sitting back here, you know, some of these wires, you can really
Stay away from connections, basically?
a little bit, you know. All of this can get wet. You know, it's just, probably don't want to blast the computer with 3,000 pounds of pressure, you know, so.
And the computer's what?
It's attached to the block this way right here. So it's actually sitting back there.
It's in that yellow casing?
Okay. You know, there's a wet right there. Which, when I stop this, because look at, see the water coming out?
Mm-hmm. Do we need to let that all out?
Oh, we're going to drain it all right now.
Okay.
You take a video of that, show that. Because I mean, that's what happens. As we're compressing air, this thing probably made, there's probably 12 ounces of, you know, water in here when I turn this off of it, because right now it's gonna go crazy. Because we're just pumping air in it the whole time. But yeah, I'll sit there and that's what happens with it, you know, even though the dryer is doing its job.
Yeah.
You'll still make water, and that's what happens is, you know, schools or, you know, a lot of people will never go in there and check that. What happens is it's stealing away from the amount of brake capacity you have. Yeah, because the fluid is taking up the airspace. You know, and when you're compressing air, you know what I mean? You don't realize, hey, that little bit of space in that tank, maybe it's got that much water in it, but that was a lot of compressed air. That was a lot of hits of the brake pedal, you know. So yeah, we'll get in here and we'll bring all that. And it's sitting around, you know, and you're doing stuff, open that thing up and let it drain. Let it sit there and drain, because a compressor is a little motor too, and if it's got a, you know, it can have some little bit of oil contamination in the air and stuff like that. You want to just drain all that stuff out. The dryer is always cleaning that stuff, and that's usually why you see that water is going to be fairly clean in there too. So maintenance.
So the mechanism for this to open and close will still work?
Air powered.
It's air powered.
Air powered.
Is there a button in there that?
So that's the air diaphragm right there.
Okay.
And then that's going, you know,
Sucks it in and pushes it out.
there's a line right on the other side, and that's what blows it up, you know, and that's what pushes it out. Yeah, it is in there. I'll show you.
Okay.
We got lights flashing.
Perfect. It has emergency flashers also?
Yeah, an emergency flasher, pull it, it's in there. It's right underneath the steering wheel in there.
Okay, on the bottom?
Yeah, you'll see it's a little, like little spade kind of black.
Yeah.
Right there, just slide that out, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
This is our bus! Welcome to our bus.
Welcome to our bus. And as you see, Tony did an awesome job taking out all the seats over the last 2 days.
Yeah, he literally did all the work to decommission the bus in just a few hours. He monstered it out for us.
So much gratitude, Tony from AAA Bus.
And the team.
And the whole team.
These guys have been so awesome. This has been such a pleasurable experience. These guys have made us feel super comfortable. This morning, Tony took a whole bunch of time, like probably a couple hours, to walk us through all the components of the bus. Teach us about how to maintain it, how to take care of it. He said he'd even teach us some more stuff and answer more of our questions before we roll off the lot. But this is cool. Today, right now, we're gonna clean the bus and spend some time cleaning it. But a lot's happened since our last video.
Yeah, so we just went and got a lot of cleaning materials, but just a little recap of what happened, because we didn't really capture all of that because it was like, there's a lot of things that we're still figuring out. One of which was the insurance. Like, we're still pending on the insurance. So one of the things that's required is that all of the seats are taken out except for a couple rows, so that whenever you're driving, you can have your adventure partner, your passenger, however many passengers you have, so you can have rows of seats for that. But the majority of the seats have to be out, and so this is in Arizona at least, right?
So it's not party bus status anymore.
That's right. Yeah, so a lot of people messed that up in the past, and so they had to make a rule about it. So we got all the seats out. Another thing is the word school bus on the front and the back, and then on the sides, they have to be taken off or spray painted over. Tony went ahead and did an awesome spray job, super clean, masked it off, made it look really, really nice. And then there's some other things that you have to do. Like, for instance, you can't have the stop sign like this. You can't have this on the outside. So I went ahead and took this off. It still has wires on it with lights, so we might have some fun with this somewhere in our build. Not too sure yet. But that's basically it so far. So what we had to do is, after all this stuff was done, we had to take pictures of the inside, forward and back, and then also from each of the corners showing that these things have been done. And this particular insurance company said that this is basically a pre-conversion. It's showing that you have the intent to convert it. So we had the blow-up mattress set up back here in the pictures, and now we just have to wait up to 72 hours for the underwriter to say, yes, you are approved, because we've already been pre-approved.
Isn't that so exciting? We're really stoked about it. Like, who gets excited about cleaning? I feel like so excited to clean this thing out and just start getting it ready. So our next adventure will be driving to Texas, where we get RV status and the thing titled as an RV, and then we'll also get our plates. So in order to get the RV status, we need to have some things in here, like a fridge and a heater, although we don't need it down here, but we'll need it in Canada. So there's like maybe 4 of 6 requirements that you need in order to have it titled as an RV. And we'll get into that in the next video a lot more as we're doing these things. But right now we're just prepping for the road trip so that on our way to Texas, we can literally just like pick up a fridge, pick up something else, like all the things and components that we need to make this a little more homey and to get the title.
Yeah, so I think it's time to get some cleaning going. What do you think?
I'm into it.
All right, let's do this. Clean time.
We're done cleaning the bus, at least for now. Now it's livable and we can hang out in it and we can go on a big road trip in it. Today's the first day it feels like our best. What do you think, Brian?
I absolutely agree with you. This place is so much cleaner than when we got here today, but you know, it's been used. It's a bus. It was in service, and but it feels so good. Like, I can already hear it start echoing in here because the dirt has been removed, and so we've got quite a journey ahead of us. And if you want to keep following, you should. We're going to be doing all sorts of really cool things here on the channel with this whole conversion, and we would love for your input down in the comments to let us know what you think. And if we're doing something that you know how to do better, let us know what that is, because we're all about learning.
And if you haven't yet, make sure you click subscribe and hit that bell so you can be notified every time we come out with a fresh video just for you.
Until next time, friends.
Adventure on.
Adventure on.
Bye.
I would reconsider building a very old bus. You know, unless you got a lot of extra time and a lot of extra money, well then build an old bus, you know, because it took a lot of time and a lot of money. But I don't want to see it die either.
Yeah.
So I like,
beautiful shell.
But that's the thing, I like old things.
Yeah.
You know, I like the resurrection of it.
Yeah.
You know, you start messing with it and then you start to like it a little bit, and then the next thing you know, you're knee deep into it. You know, it's funny with this bus. I mean, we got it running, and then the next thing you know, 2 days later, we're tearing the seats out and ripping the whole floor out. It's like, wow, we went from talking about making it run to, all right, we're already starting a conversion. And, you know, it's like, but I like it, and I want to see somebody end up with that and use it and turn it into a house. It'll be pretty cool. Yeah. I own all these buses. I don't use them too much.
Yeah.
I'm sure I drive them a little bit, but don't think I take them home on the weekend to test drive them with my wife. She probably would kill me after that, you know.
When we were at the airport, we were joking about how you were probably going to pull up in like a shorty school bus or something, just to be funny.
We used to have one for that. Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be fun to use for something, like maybe a little beep sign or something.
Yeah, flashing beep.
Yeah.
What? This our bus. What? This our bus. What? Our bus. Oh!
Yeah.
Welcome!
It's schoolie time.